Malika, this a banger.
So who wear the crown? Let's see who passed the test of the crowd. Say who is it now? You said you got the flow and the style. See, I got what you need. Step up to the 28th seed of the best MCs. It's all going down in Fantasy Rap League.
Welcome back to another episode of Fantasy Rap League Podcast. I'm your host, Free, joined by my other co-host and this guy. What was it? We got Hoagie Bear, we got Sheen coming to you live via screen, Young OG, aka 22 Dubs, coming to you live via screen, and that son of a bitch.
Whoever the fuck
I'm just Young OG on the podcast. I ain't 22 Dubs.
You got like 4 different nicknames, right? Choose one.
That's the difference.
Like, bruh.
Yeah, what was it? He was in full screen.
No, you ain't doing them both full screen.
What was it? Because these are up there, alright?
You can change that.
You can change it.
You should pay.
I would hate to.
How did go to
Chop
Come on, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gallery. No, gallery view. Go to view. No, stop that. Go to view.
I just did it!
No, go back to view.
Do you see them?
You went full screen. You didn't do gallery view.
That's supposed to be a gallery. That's supposed to be a gallery view.
Why?
This is
Because
the second
it's just
to last
those two.
episode
So they can switch the screens
of
if they
this
talk.
podcast.
But what if she makes some noise and then it switches the
I
gear?
am so happy that this shit is almost done. Viewers,
Why you gotta be like that?
because if I have to bring my ass to
Master
this
Maverick
dungeon,
55, we apologize for holding you up right now.
You remember his tag?
call this shit out. Right now.
I just remember him as the nigga that was spazzing. He was
The
spazzing.
You wanna talk
the
about
nigga who ripped
I
through
know
your
what I'm
asshole?
talking about.
We can talk about it. Why can't we talk
I
about
want to
it?
get to this episode so I can go home.
Damn, you don't like us?
Border Ride got a new asshole
What we
ripped
say?
into him on YouTube, everybody.
I thought we was cool. I thought we were kind
Rob,
of
you know
friends.
you said now. You know you got
so disrespectful.
You need a whooping.
I need a whooping.
I mean, well,
You
he's
can act
actually technically coming
Don't
disrespectful
tease
at Border Ride, you, and Sheen.
He
wasn't disrespectful, but he was coming at y'all opinions, but he was only
was
coming
disrespectful to Border Ride.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was laughing at his ass.
I'm
I'm like,
like,
what? No, at first I was just trolling his ass. I just wanted to fuck with him to see how far he would take the conversation.
I remember he texted us, like, I'm gonna be on here trolling all that shit. Next thing you know, like,
It didn't sound like trolling, though. It sounded like
troll, but at the end of the day, like, who am I to sit there and try to tell this man about his opinions at the same time he trying to come at me about our opinions?
Well, people do
Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's the whole point. That's the whole
getting
point.
excited about it.
That's a disagreement. It's just that's
no,
the whole thing.
people want you to respond, but don't respond at the same time.
Right.
I did not think he would respond, to be honest.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Responded to what?
The nigga, you had time today, I guess.
No, see, it was like when he started coming, like, you got a lot to say. You want to be on the show, sounding like a little bit confrontational.
Nigga, I want you to
No,
interview.
that was me really trying to see, is he really gonna try? Because that would be funny to get this on the show. Bro,
That's a job.
I feel like that would be like, you got a lot to say, come on the show, nigga.
But not everyone who has an opinion on this show will be able to come on this show.
But wouldn't that be cool if we got to a point where our fans have a strong opinion and want to go on the episode? Like, fuck it. Why not?
I mean, that's true.
Bring fans.
Yo, he legit told another person that their opinion did not matter.
Oh yeah, I was laughing. I was like, wait, I was reading. So what?
He said it's really matter. He's like,
opinion did though.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. When he said that though, I became a fan of his. You know.
Yeah, no, he was.
I like someone who knows what they want.
I got to the point where it's like, I like this guy. Yo, talk your shit. Get mad, bro.
Is this the 1950s? Damn,
I was trying to see what he looked like because I was
This is woman suffrage. That's what it is.
Too bad I was with my ex that time. It's a story.
Yo, on this episode.
All right, so this episode is just fuck up a conversation in 2.5. Like, what was it? gonna talk about this shit. On this episode, we are going to be talking about two rappers who have somehow beat, Kendrick Lamar to advance to this point. Like literally, two people have beat Kendrick Lamar to get here.
The math does not make sense.
Both the people who are we talking about today.
Well, they're three great
They start
people.
doing
So
Gladys
I bet you they won't beat each other every single time. Them three are like today. That's around.
Yeah, but what was it? This is the last battle of the Final Four. So whoever wins this one will be going to the final round to face Meek Mill for the chance to become the first ever FRL champion. But without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about the guys who we'll be talking about today. First up, we got J.Cole coming from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Drake coming from Toronto, Canada. Yeah, my geography on point today.
You did that shit.
Yeah, like smooth too, like no fault, no nothing. Well, before we get started though, anyone got any predictions on how they think today's gonna sway? No,
listen. I got something to say. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you,
you're gonna be biased and shit.
bro. What? It don't even make sense. These are two people I listen to. Come on.
Yeah, what was it? Okay, well, everyone's got to pick one, and it's got to make fucking sense. All right. We can't just be spitting shit out of our ass, or else that's how we get a Master Maverick 55 to come after us. All right.
Which is saying his name. Like, what the hell?
I want people to go to the comments and find out what the hell
Start calling on Vlad. I just see notifications. Ding, ding. How many videos you gonna chop up?
Yeah.
They be fucking up Robin's
You
video.
see the way he's looking at me? With
Yeah,
his,
we were about to fight him. He doesn't understand why he deserves his ass, but it's okay.
all right. So, what was it? We're about to get
chilling.
We're about to get started. Let's jump right into it. Let's start talking about round one.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right, you go first.
I'm gonna go last on each round. I promise
Every
you. I got
30 seconds, I forget who we're talking about.
Well,
We're talking about Drake
This is
and
so weird.
J.Cole.
It's so weird.
what was it? Now, what was it? Please make sure what you're about to say makes sense.
You go first.
Damn, look what y'all did. YouTube comment got borderized.
Man, look, first off, all right, me and Chaz have been saying some of this shit.
You went from Vlad to Facebook. Like, what you choose, man? You can't be censoring people, man.
I did what now?
Nothing. Went over his head.
Who the fuck throwing shit in my room?
We'll get out of here. Hold the curtain to the ground.
I got J. Cole.
I yelled angrily.
All right, let's
I got J. Cole because he's J. Cole. I don't really go to Drake for like lyrics. I go for the good times. Yeah.
For
So
bops.
when I want to hear some bars, some J. Cole, that's what I do.
I can respect that
Simple
answer.
enough.
I can respect that answer. All right. So that's one for J. Cole. Anybody else?
Are you ready?
Yes. I was going to talk.
Because you were
you good?
looking.
All right.
I saw your face.
All right, go ahead. Native, it's on you.
I'm saying J. Cole
All right.
because I agree with what Jazz says. And, if it was old Drake, like when he was rapping more, it would be a different conversation. But going off of Drake who he is now,
Shout out Jimmy.
it's like he still has bars, but he's more like popish. He still raps, but then he sings too. Like when he does hop on like songs where he just raps and not singing, it's like, all right, you got bars, like you sound dope. But I think we're at a point in time when we're so used to him. It's like I personally don't feel like his bars is how good as they used to be.
So it's like the stuff he says now is predictable, is what you said.
Yeah, it sounds good, it's vibey, it's lyrics. It's like, all right, cool. Like he got punchlines in there.
But as far as what he's going to talk about,
yeah, the punchlines aren't hitting the way they hit back then.
Okay, thanks.
Now J. Cole still has the dope punchline, still has the dope bars.
Could you give an example though, like a song from back then you would compare it to now, like old Drake versus new Drake? I'm just asking. Not bar for bar. Give an example of like a song you feel is like is lyrically best to a new song that you feel is like not up there.
Got me thinking. I can't think of that. It's like I have
an album, baby. You got an album.
Yeah,
his Take Care album.
Take Care.
Take care of that.
That's
what I
what
wanted to do.
further back. It was like Well,
If
that's,
you're I feel like if you're reading this, is too
I
late.
think
That's not
it's
old
like-
Drake, but I think it's like that's
Oh,
a great album.
which album was Best I Ever Had on?
Best I ever had.
Yeah.
That was the
I thought it was a
first. That was the first.
I thought it was the same. I don't know. I ain't really.
It's not that song. That's not like his best rap.
I was gonna say because you said that.
I think the song I'm thinking
Drake
about
had
is
a lot of music before he dropped the album.
Because honestly, I would say the first song I heard like a lyrical Drake on was "I'm on One" or what was it? He's like, growing up, I didn't really listen to too much Drake, so like to hear him rap like wasn't really something.
Ooh. So you didn't listen to him when he first came out?
No, not at all.
2008.
At all?
At all?
At all.
At all? Because that's when he was rapping his most.
He was everywhere.
But see,
you couldn't avoid
what
him.
was it like? Like it's like growing up, I was still listening to the same people I was been listening to. Meek, Jadakiss, fucking.
Yeah, but at no point in time, because even I was listening to them rappers, and then Drake came along into that lineup.
That made me want to go listen to it right away. Like it was all like soft, like what I call at the time softer music. Yeah.
How?
I mean, how?
He rapped more in his mixtape days than he did now.
You listen what I'm talking about. All right, listen to the people who I just said. Jadakiss, Meek Mills, like these people come from.
Okay. And if you look and you go to buy one of them mixtapes off of the street, you're gonna see his mixtape up there. Of course, if you got a mix like from you, we from the streets, everybody got that plug for the DVDs and mixtapes and shit like that.
DVD man, you
gonna
know.
have that Drake album.
I'm not from the streets. I just go there sometimes.
I just go
Child, you're telling me when do you started listening to Drake in 2011? By the time when we graduated high school.
2011? Oh fuck no. I didn't start listening to Drake like by choice until 2013.
Oh, I started listening to him when he first came.
Yeah, man,
I don't want to hear.
Take care right there,
I don't even want to hear you say nothing for the rest of this episode. For real.
This nigga said Mary J. Blige went harder than Busta Rhymes on the song. He has to never tell me he doesn't want to hear my opinion. What was it? So wait, so you're saying that what was it? Like so a style like what was it, like a person talks about pain and all that stuff. Drake can relate to that?
Yes. Drake can relate to everybody out there in this world from the time that he joined.
He can relate to every kind of rapper. He can relate to every
460
What street lifestyle do you live?
Straight.
Wait.
On the fucking billboard.
What drugs did he sell?
Do you know how many years that is, bro?
What prison did he go to?
8 years.
Wait.
What prison did he go to?
But there's still like love songs.
Just because they didn't sell drugs, come from the streets and go to prison, don't mean they can't.
So no, but he's saying he can relate to all these rappers. How can you relate if you've never been in the same lifestyle?
All right, there are some artists who talk about selling drugs who have never sold drugs, but people who do drugs and sell drugs say they can relate to them.
That's your.
When you said relate, you talking about rap and stuff? You talking about rap ability?
No.
You talking about story, like the narrative that they talk about.
That's how
You talking about rap ability? What are you talking about?
When you talk about relating, I think they're talking about the story that they tell.
That's what I'm thinking about relating.
And
So
Drake related to damn near every generation from teens, adult, to older generation, all the way up till now.
Doesn't necessarily
He tells
mean
he said he relates to every single person.
At some point,
At some point,
Like people who listen to him can relate to him?
yeah.
Oh, I do agree with that.
Wait, but there's the people who listen to him. The people who listen to him relate to him.
Everybody.
That's not everybody. You know
it's
how many?
almost everybody.
Do you know how many people still hate Drake out in this world?
They still listen to him.
I think the only niggas that probably really hate Drake are the niggas who are just like dead hard hip hop fans.
So you got people. You got people who casually listen to him. Then you got diehard fans like this nigga over here going crazy.
But the number of casually listening to diehard fans is a lot more than people who don't like him. Nigga, I'm talking.
Because of what the hell he did.
You are jumping up and down and excitement.
We need a moderator at this bitch. There's too many.
The whole switch gonna get.
What was it like?
And then you gonna be getting sensitive about YouTubers' comments.
No, what's that whole thing you said?
I have no idea. What did you say?
He was stumbling.
So
Remember,
who
bro,
got-
I'm probably
who got-
the only person in this podcast that literally does the research down to the time to record, bro.
Probably, yeah.
do
So,
that.
that sure shit ain't me.
Did you just fart?
Don't do that,
I
bro.
heard the
Talk heavy shit. Listen, big bro, what you gonna do? Nah, forget that. It ain't even J.Cole and Drake. It's you versus Meek Mill, bro.
Come on, bro.
What are you gonna do?
So she got Drake.
You can't sit here and not give his props, bro.
Well, no, I'm not saying
fucking weeks straight, bro.
What
You
you say?
know how many years that is, bro?
What you say?
How many
Me and
weeks
my girl
straight?
did the years. That's 8 fucking years, damn near 9 years.
Wait, what are you talking about? What you say?
He's saying he has how many artists.
Taking over, nigga. Taking over the industry from 2000.
Taking over from the
He's saying something charted for however many
Until
years straight.
2017 is when he basically flopped. And nobody was really listening to him, but still.
Wait, did you say he's
on the
been?
radio
Wait, did you say he's been on the charts for 8 years straight?
8 years straight, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe
He's not
that.
wrong.
Yeah, I'm not right. He's the same like Chris Brown. He's been in every generation.
He's an anomaly. What did Deontay's got a Tesseract?
Nah, he said something else.
Something like that.
It was the glove. Like, he got the Vandal stuff.
No, he said Tesseract, but he meant to say the glove.
Yeah, because
But he said Tesseract.
What happened? What I say?
what was it? You said like Drake got the something Marvel
He got the
related.
stones. He got the stones.
He got the Infinity Stones.
He had the power. Huh?
He got the Infinity Stone. He got all of them. He got the
I
Tesseract.
don't
He got
know.
the Power Stone. He got the Soul Stone.
Like I was saying, Drake paved the way for rappers like Rod Wave, Lil Baby, Lil TJ, all these upcoming artists that we basically seen in the freshman XL classes for the past, I would say probably 5
See,
years.
only reason I can't agree with that is only because I only listen to Lil Baby out of all those names you just said.
But I'm saying from the transitioning from rapping to singing to back rapping and singing.
I mean that kind of stuff? Oh,
You don't listen to Rod Wave?
no.
Broadway's actually pretty good.
How? Why?
This wasn't on my radar. Not on my radar.
Check him out. Like fire.
Yeah. Well,
Check him out. He's fired. I mean,
that's how Spotify used to recommend shit to you.
Yeah.
No, check this out. So we have a recommendation for you.
Hey,
Check him out.
teenagers.
Is that gonna be
He's
one?
dope.
well, I'm still mad.
There's an advertisement for you.
I'm gonna be honest that like he even got like them harder bar rappers like Kevin Gates that actually try to transition and singing and rapping on they shit.
Now, one thing I will say about Drake is, like I said, he's a very marketable kind of person. That's what helps him. It's what helps him stay on top as long as he does.
Acting.
Because what was it? I mean, there are way more better lyricists in the world, but yet this man has reached a level of marketing that is like beyond God tier. So whatever he does is a fucking hit. So no matter what he does, if he makes a flop, it's gonna come out a hit regardless because he's fucking Drake. So it doesn't really matter what he does. Like he can come out on some Kanye West like scoopity poop shit, and that shit's gonna certify gold within the first week. It's just no matter how much I
But
like.
how else do you do that if you only have one crowd, bro? You got to have multiple
Who said
crowds
he
to
had
do
one
that.
crowd?
You can't do that off of one crowd.
Who said he had one crowd?
You were just saying all he put out was soft music.
No, I
and
said I said what he put out is what I considered soft music. He makes love
Even I
songs.
consider it
Wait.
Yeah, he makes love songs. He makes like songs for breakups and
But that was the time.
more breakups.
I was just gonna say,
How to cheat on your bitch.
your definition of soft songs is different from other people's definitions of soft
Yeah, like, I want to know.
No, the reason why I'm saying it is because like you to rock music, so it's like what?
Alright. Rock music? Wow. To rock music. Okay.
You know what that?
Alright, what was it? But no, what was it? It's not because like kind of music I listen to that makes me have a different opinion on things like this.
That was just a joke.
No, I know you were joking. It's terrible. But anyway, what was it? No, it's just simply the fact that what was it? Like like music that is supposed to reach a person's emotions. I can like at least the more softer emotions is what I consider.
You can't say that though, because at the same time, Drake made it okay for black men to cry and rap about their emotions, bro.
That was him?
That was.
Can't say
that's
that,
all
bro.
Drake.
That was all Drake.
Okay.
That's all
That's
Drake.
not all Drake.
That's all.
What I think he's
Drake
trying to
is the
say.
reason why we're crying.
No, what I'm thinking he's trying to say.
He made it.
He made it
when
pop,
Drake
made it
started
more
coming out,
like
and then he started rapping, and
attractive
then
to women to see guys like that.
To see,
like, oh,
because
okay, this hard.
Because now it's like women are as like,
singing.
oh,
Okay, I can do
you too
something
soft
like
for
that
me.
too, and
Now
I
it's like,
for
oh
people
my God,
that
Drake.
to see how his numbers.
What the fuck did either of you say? What did either of you say? And I feel like you're both, and I disagree because I think you're both talking about a contribution to me. You know, look to any of that.
Oh,
No, I was talking first, and he started
okay,
talking.
so Sheen, do you mind just repeating what you just said real quick?
You know what? I'm just gonna stay quiet.
I'm trying to say, what I'm saying is, not saying that Drake did that for all black males, but he's made it from a platform when he's got into the industry from rapping and then going to singing, and people started paying attention to him and still staying with him and being a fan of him. And like, as an artist, I'm like, okay, well, damn, I've been rapping for, let's just say like 5-6 years, and my shit is still booming. Let me try singing and see if it'll still be booming. Like this young up and coming artist that basically came in the league, into the industry, and now he's possibly surpassing me, if not surpassing me, now doing a whole nother lane, and it's working for him. Why wouldn't it work for me?
I mean, maybe a generational thing. Like some things that work in different generations ain't gonna work in the next generation.
No.
No.
It's just the way he does it.
But
What you say is kind of understandable because we are in a generation where people are more like.
Doesn't this nigga have a ghostwriter?
Yeah,
No, you can't say that either, bro. Watch the. All right, y'all gotta go into the chat.
They used to disqualify a nigga
Bro,
in this
was
round.
an
I don't
actor.
know.
How can you say somebody was an actor that had to study their lines, remember their lines, say they had a ghostwriter?
Wait,
From
what?
the Brit.
Okay,
All right, so I need you to go back.
Wait.
Where's the subtitles?
So you.
Y'all, I promise y'all have to watch this.
Sheen,
Watch this documentary.
I hope you understand when it comes to lines and like TV shows and stuff, that's stuff that's pre-written by somebody else.
Okay, but at the same time, like I said, y'all have to watch this documentary
Turn that
that
up.
I just watched before. That was just recently posted, like probably like 8 months on YouTube. Drake says, people say, oh, this ghostwriting shit and this and that. He's writing. When he stopped acting for Degrassi, he was probably like 18, 19 years old.
Probably, yeah.
That whole time he was acting for them, he still wanted to pursue rapping. So he was writing little raps at the same time as he was acting, and then at one point in life he was doing both.
Yeah.
And then he just said, all right, well, I can't do this no more. I'm gonna just continue rapping. So in that time frame in life, he wrote all his music. So how could you say he had a ghostwriter? It's okay to get it once he got into the industry because everybody's doing it, but I don't believe that he had a ghostwriter from rap.
All right, so
I think that's just wrong.
all right, so I'm just gonna pull like
Excuses for
I'm just gonna pull like 5% of what you just said out because that's what I'm getting. You're saying he didn't have a ghostwriter because when he first started writing raps was when he was acting, and because the acting didn't pan out, he just decided to keep focusing on the raps.
No, he was doing good on both levels. He just decided to stick one instead of the other.
Okay.
But how does that disclude him having a ghostwriter?
How does that disclude him from having a ghostwriter? Because at the same time, bro, he was acting and writing raps and working a job and doing all three of them things
So?
at the same fucking time.
Nigga,
And
people write all
making it
this
in the industry,
still
bro.
write lyrics.
How do you do that, bro?
What's going on? What are you
This
talking about?
nigga, hey, y'all have to watch the documentary. He has notebooks of him writing,
Okay.
flipping through the pages, going through
And
that
how
shit,
many of those were actual songs?
writing, and then the next thing you know, he's doing the show at these little what was it?
Did he show what was in the notebook? Because he could have just bought 17 notebooks and put them in a file. Did he
What
open
does that got to? No, it actually has fucking writing in it. What does that got to do with anything?
Well, I'm
Like,
just saying.
you just,
I don't know the point.
I can understand where you're coming from because you just don't like the man. Like you're biased against him.
What?
Period. Like you don't listen to the man. You started listening to this man in 2013. So like I said before, your comments are really not relevant to me because that makes no sense, bro. You started listening to this man in 2013 and he started rapping in 2008.
You gonna let him say that? Oh my God.
No, I want to hear this. I want to hear every single word. No, so please keep going.
I'm gonna keep going. Like what?
I don't understand. I still don't get the point of the.
Alright, so from the time, when did we actually start hearing that Drake had a ghostwriter?
Hold on.
Probably around the same time that Rel started listening to him.
No, we heard about
He's
that.
been rapping and been on the Billboard chart for 8 years straight before anybody said this man had a ghostwriter.
It just don't put the time.
All right. What was it? So 8 years ago, you know, this man Drake enters the music industry, and
Not 8 years ago.
sorry, not 8 years, whatever. But you know, he's on top for 8 years, you know, and you're saying that in those 8 years he's on the charts, he wrote every single song.
Look, we excluded Cardi B because
Did
she
you hear?
had a ghostwriter that she alleged had a ghostwriter. So
And I'm pretty sure,
and
and I think me and I believe, who else watched Degrassi in this? Then he rapped in Degrassi.
he did.
But it was a little TV
rapped
show.
the whole-
Wait.
But at the same time, you still have to put a flow to that. And let's say,
Wait, are you comparing? Wait. Are we comparing a rap that nigga did on a scripted television show to rap?
It's gonna be the reason why he gets contribution.
For instance, our intro to our show. Who wrote it?
I mean,
Rel wrote it, right?
I wrote like the premise to it, but then
He wrote a verse. I took one line from that and then created a whole, what's it called?
A whole nother flow, whatever.
A whole. I took one line of his, made my own flow and wrote my own lyrics off of that one line.
But but say you didn't have to do any of that. You just took his whole verse and did it.
No, I didn't.
Have to put your own flow to it, or would you put it how this man is saying, like, all right, yo, I need you to say it like this.
I mean,
Or you're not gonna put it how you
That's what a
feel
producer
like.
does.
Okay, but no matter
I'm
what,
all for it.
okay,
Feel better.
it's.
Well, wait, will that negate the fact that I wrote his shit for him? So technically, I'm his ghostwriter, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you wrote a line.
Cause say that blew up. Say that the Evidence song blew up.
He's basically saying because one line in the
That's not a ghostwriter.
a ghostwriter is a person who writes a whole like verse for you.
Okay, let's say if
So you wouldn't be my ghostwriter.
I'm saying if I wrote the entire,
if you wrote
verse,
the entire verse,
yeah.
and I just recited your verse, but in my own flow, that's a ghostwriter.
So what are we?
I don't. Personally, I don't think Drake had a ghostwriter.
I don't think he had a ghostwriter.
Gilly came
So that's
out
where we're disagreeing here. He doesn't believe that he had a
Which is
ghostwriter.
fine.
Gilly
Man,
admitted
trying to figure that out the entire
Gilly
time.
admitted to being a ghostwriter on Breakfast Club. He just says no one cares if Drake has a ghostwriter.
What?
Gilly the Kid.
Okay.
He admitted to being one of Drake's ghostwriters.
Yeah.
He just said no one cares
Look,
that Drake has ghostwriters.
I thought it was proven,
So this is why I think he does have ghostwriters with some things.
One person came out and said they were.
But like some of his more rapid
but how
songs,
can
I
you
could
say just that one. All right, so
Can he not hear
you
me?
write a song for me, I put it out, and I've been
I think he can. He just
He's off
been
the rails.
making hit after hit after hit. So you're gonna say the song that you wrote for me made me be on the level that I'm at now?
Perhaps.
it can.
It depends on how we know.
Yeah.
We know.
Say like the theme song blew up somehow, and then he got famous on he's a ghostwriter. That could just as well happen.
Exactly. It's called being a one-hit wonder.
I'm already at the tippity top. I'm already at the highest. I'm at Jay-Z level.
Oh, he's saying doesn't matter if he had a ghostwriter because he was already
DJ Drama, right?
with his own
Movie
shit.
came from DJ Drama.
That doesn't
Something
negate
about a
the
reference
fact,
track,
though.
right? So for me, it's up in it. For me, it's I don't know personally. It's up in the air. I mean, it's kind of he say, she say. And it's only talked about because Drake is looked at as one of the top artists, right? So
there were allegations.
To see a chink, you always, as somebody winning, everybody wants to find a chink in their armor. So that's the only reason it's talked about. It's kind of like gossipy in a sense in my head.
They trying to
so personally, I don't know.
Someone came forward.
I'm not gonna believe with somebody. I want to see it myself. Until that
that's some QAnon shit. I cannot believe that.
Yo, it's like the cigarette. Like I delete that girl. But no, we're gonna believe that nothing happened at all.
You did what?
You either die a hero or live.
Don't you quote Batman to me. Don't you dare quote Two-Face to me right now. All right, it makes no sense in this situation. All right.
That's all I got, man. Well, what's the picks though? What's going on?
What was it? Well, all right. Well, real quick. So it seems like you and Sheen were going for Drake. Obviously.
I'm in love with this man, bro. It's just the
he said he love. What's the score? What's the score? Who got?
It's the fact.
Is it me?
Yeah, he's the type of dude that don't want to give his man the credit.
You got to break the tie.
What's the
score is right now it's 2-2 Drake. I'm the tiebreaker, and I'm going to go with J.Cole. Because I have common sense. But
back in the day, if there was an allegation for a ghostwriter, you could disqualify someone.
I'm last, right? So it's Drake.
I didn't even vote Drake.
Yeah, you did.
So who you voting?
This whole conversation was you.
Yeah, he didn't vote Drake.
So all that jumping down was
that was a wrong shit.
Hold on. This happened because
I never voted Drake.
He didn't even vote. He was just saying.
I was talking.
All right, so who you guys seen?
I got Cole for round one. I know I look like you.
Hold on.
All that? I got cold.
No. Look, they wasn't.
All of that was playing devil's
The reason
advocate.
Borderline laughed because he didn't follow you. The first thing you said was we got to give dude his respect, and he went on a list of why you could give him his respect. So he didn't even vote. The whole time he didn't vote.
We're just laughing because he was on a whole tangent about Drake. It's how hard he was trying to bring Drake is real.
It's more lines of round 2 and 3, bro.
Like also what said it like on about that? Like he didn't like how soft he was?
Yeah, the only thing I said was that I said Drake makes softer music, and this nigga started jumping up and down in his chair.
He was like, he can't wait till someone comments about you. See how you feel.
Listen, if you listen, the first thing he said was we got to give Drake his respect, and he went on a tangent about why Drake should get his respect.
But just head off.
So he now just voted. So it's not a bad pie. He's just giving Drake his respect.
No. We're laughing at that because
see how everyone's defending what we're saying. So we're not gonna defend what we say.
Why am I standing up?
Look at you.
Let me go. So
the light skin one.
Shout out to the Dreamers. You know what I mean? That's the game. That's the fact. You know what I mean?
You about to say some bullshit.
Shout out to OVO. You know what I mean? These two are one of my favorite rappers. So I'm up in the air, man. I don't really know. I listen to these two dudes frequent, and I'm a little biased between the two. So if in a perfect world, I got a tie. In my head, I got a tie. But if we're gonna call a winner, I'm gonna just lean over to J. Cole because I just recently listened to a recent song from J. Cole.
Conversation never happened.
He did all that. All right. So just real quick, that's what I asked you. Real quick, Young OG. So based off of what Sheen said earlier about Drake being able to relate to everybody and all that stuff.
What does that have to do?
Wait.
That scared the shit out of me.
Listen, so I don't really. I'm biased. I got in a perfect world. It's time for me, but like I said, just because I listened to a recent song of J. Cole, so his opinion, that's what I'm sticking to. I like it if he loves it. I'm sorry,
about to say has to do with it.
Finish my question.
That's how it works. It just like.
I'm trying to figure out like what's fuck. I'm confused. Just a little.
What's
going on? Tell me.
The only reason we're laughing over here is because this nigga just came on screen mad fucking fast, like over here, because we got the big screen and TV set.
Shit was all the webcam.
No. Why did he look like a bearded mouse?
I'm sorry.
He looked like
Look at Dad trying to figure out how the webcam.
Oh shit.
This nigga look like Master Splinter.
Like there was a whole change. I didn't know. Was he always that big?
Oh god. Yeah.
He poked his head. He came in like. Boop,
He said, first off, I ain't
like he started saying some shit just to come in. First of all, bitch.
This shit is off the rails.
It's so funny, right?
Are we recording this?
Ain't nothing
Yeah.
funny. It's just laughing at me popping up on the screen every time I talk.
Yo, they hot.
It's just the way he came on the screen, it's so defensive.
There's gotta be a way I can like.
It's like some Yu-Gi-Oh! Like defense mode activated. Like,
Yo, when they're like, nah, that card can't do that. Ain't no way I can do. It's not even strong enough. Look the attack number. Like,
oh
Blue
god.
eyes, white sheet.
This dude said Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm done. I'm not even in the podcast.
Alright, so, alright.
Thank you.
Alright, moving forward. Alright, so you got Cole. I think everyone got Cole this round, so it's a 5-0.
After all that.
Alright, it's a 5. After all the jumping around and invading screens,
talk about
okay.
J.Cole, man.
Alright, so
Drake for 40 minutes just to go with J.Cole.
Alright.
Got you. You guys talk about
Next
Drake.
conversation.
How many other episodes have we done that?
What? Talked about someone for 40 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean,
Eminem.
no, but then choose the other person.
Episodes,
I know you do that a lot.
You did that, like, you did it for,
Yeah.
like, Kendrick or
Yeah.
See?
Kendrick, Eminem.
Yeah, I did.
But so J. Cole wins this round, so it's 1-0 right now. So we will be moving on to round 2. Talking about contribution to hip hop. What was it? All right, real quick. I just want to say that I'm going to keep my composure this time. What happens on the screen? What happens on the screen? We're going to be professionals, all right?
Okay.
Professional, goddammit.
I thought you was gonna say what happens on the screen stays on the screen. Something like, nigga, what?
What was it? All right, so who wants to talk about contributions? All right, who's
Do you
going
have
first?
to like restart the button thingy? Or no?
Tell Buddha to go first.
About contribution?
Comprehension.
He wants the same thing he said for round 1.
The fuck you mean? When it comes to contribution?
Wait, who you got for
I'm really fucking
contribution?
with Sheem's headband.
Was it just do it?
Yeah.
Who got some contribution?
I'm thinking.
So I guess we had to skip only why. He was not
He
ready.
said he got enough for contributions.
No. Nah, I'm tired on this one because J. Cole has a Dreamville and he's doing a lot with that, and he's bringing up like pups. Why do I use that term?
Apparently, J. Cole is running a gang.
You are
so.
sick, sir.
Grown men.
You are sick, sir. How dare you call me pup?
How is he?
He's talking that blood shit. He got pups under him.
No. So he's doing a lot with the Dreamville. He's bringing up.
He's got artists. He's got artists underneath him.
Grown man artists.
He said pups. He said he raising canines. He got artists, grown men with families talking about pups. Yo, lay off the flower. Lay off the
These my young boys.
lay off something.
Alright, so he's got artists. So he's got artists that he's bringing up through Dreamville.
It is now.
Yes.
He's doing the sneakers.
When's the last time somebody put out something from Dreamville though?
Wasn't it bad?
It was yeah.
J.I.D. just put out a couple songs.
But did Bass put something out too?
I'm not sure. I know he hinted at J.Cole album.
Yeah, that one.
J.I.D. put some stuff out.
So here's my question: y'all think he just letting them just run?
Yeah.
I mean, I would.
Go ahead and do your own thing. You think he got his hands in it?
But
no, he's definitely
he's probably there with him in the studio.
he's definitely like getting them and helping them.
Like, do you think he's more like hands-on, behind the scenes type guy, lining shit up for them?
Oh, most likely, definitely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Knowing the type of person he is, definitely.
Yeah. No,
definitely.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah, he ain't no Damon Dash.
I know he's
Ain't no David Dash.
All in the videos.
Dancing.
shoot.
I'm coming different.
No. Big Border, I don't know what we talking about. Big Rap, you don't know what we talking about.
No, he talking about Notorious.
I know who Notorious is.
Like, what was it? Like,
Yo, this dude, he said Notorious.
He said, I know who Notorious is.
See y'all later.
no. I had to reference Notorious because if I just said the Source Awards, he probably, that'll probably lose it.
Suge Knight.
He said, I know who Notorious is.
Do you know what the Source Awards are?
The Source Awards? My brain's not comprehending anything really right now.
No, Suge Knight.
You've heard.
I know who Suge Knight is.
But you've heard the Source Awards, though.
The Source Awards.
Yeah, it's the Source Awards.
This is like sauce.
No. Oh God. Well, you're on a hip hop show. Like,
What I do?
oh, do better, damn it! All right. So
I know who Suge Knight is.
the Source Awards, though. You ever heard this? Like,
You do have to reference the movie Notorious.
yeah, it's just I referenced the movies. That's all you would
That's why I watched the movie.
All right. Yeah, well, the Source Awards, is an old. Do they still do that nowadays, or?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but it's an old timey award show. Think of like.
Like a BET.
Yeah, I say
Like the
before
BET
BET
Awards.
but that's before they started letting white people on.
Yeah.
But so yeah, back like the 1990s is when West Coast was beefing with East Coast. Suge Knight went on the Source Awards and told niggas, if you don't want niggas up in your video dancing, like acting a fool, referencing Diddy, how he dances and all his artist videos, come sign to him at Death Row.
Now I'm gonna define it with the final clip we put in here.
No, I mean he said a lot more better than I did. So
The fact that you got this Border that lesson is crazy.
We had to take time to teach that to his high ass. We had to take the time.
Okay, I
podcast.
I remember watching that
This is a
stuff.
hip hop podcast, bro.
what was it? We apologize for Master Maverick.
This is bananas.
Because I didn't know.
You gonna stop saying his name? Otherwise, you gonna pay our ass.
I remember seeing the video of that, but I just didn't know it was called the Source Awards.
Yes, yeah. Well, now you know. You ever heard of the Soul Train Awards?
I know what the Soul Train Awards
No,
are.
seriously, I'm about to log out.
Who doesn't know what the Soul Train Awards are?
I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't.
Okay, I know what Death Row is and Suge Knight. I just don't know what the Source Awards are.
Never heard
You
of
didn't know what the bro.
Alright.
Some niggas just didn't watch VH1 or MTV as a child.
I mean, I did, but I didn't know what the award shows were called.
But you watched the MTV
One of
award
the
shows.
oldest-
At 106 in Park. And the award shows they did on BET. I
You ever
remember.
heard of the basement? You ever heard of the basement?
Yeah, isn't that what they were?
No, you
No,
didn't.
you didn't. No, you didn't.
It's great.
It's not your basement.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I was thinking about is that where they battle rap a lot? And then there's one
Oh my god.
where this is other show.
So, round two.
Who you got? Yeah, who you got?
Round two.
Well, I wasn't finished talking.
No,
y'all had to
it's
get
fine.
on me.
It's fine. It's
You
fine.
know that niggas about to get the comments down. This nigga don't even know what the Source Award is.
Look, it's good.
He's about to make this a
Who said
He's about to come hard.
No, I'm about to I'm cutting the shit out of these clips. No, everything.
Bro, yeah, them YouTube comments about to eat you alive.
Okay, whatever. You
So,
know what? I'm sorry I don't remember every award show name.
So,
Remember? That's not something you're
It's
supposed
like
to
a-
forget.
How's that somebody else?
It was just like near direct
It's the
slight
Source
to Bad
Awards.
Boys.
That's like the Grammys back in the day for rap.
Right.
Not even just a source word, just that moment.
yeah.
I'm just saying. I remember watching that shit, but I don't remember, actually remembering what the award show was called.
I don't remember what. I think I was born in.
Well,
I
no,
remember watching that shit. I just don't actually remember watching it.
Listen, that's popular.
Did that happen? Because the big guy.
He's smoking. It's alright. He's smoking. He's smoking. It's alright.
I wasn't even.
Yeah, I'm so
shit.
Yeah, our next listen. Let me bring a sponsor in. CBD oil.
You're 24.
don't you bring that slight on us? They don't sell no goddamn CBD oil.
We can fuck with y'all. Me and Dion gonna have our own comedy show breaking these all these videos.
Not at all. No.
We're gonna break all these episodes down.
That's a fact.
That'll be the first show to get a shit emoji as a rating.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? What was it? Support Ride. Wow, sorry, Native.
Bro, do that shit like 10 times the episode.
He talking. He talking.
I don't know what's going on.
He's always talking.
I just want to do a fucking
Man,
podcast.
what's up, man? What's going on?
Well,
I'm honestly trying to think about who I have right now. Trying not to listen to this side conversation.
I forget what I was talking about because of y'all niggas.
Well, you said it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, what was it? But so who you got contribution wise? You got J. Cole, OVO, or Dreamville?
Drake's done a lot. Because he like...
I think this
he's
is one. Oh, go ahead, bro. My bad.
Fucking...
You laughing? I was about to have a good opinion about it. I'm pretty sure everybody. But go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Drake has broke a lot of records as an artist. He's dabbled in all genres, way more genres. He's dabbled in genres, a lot more different genres than J. Cole has. He helps a lot of artists too. Drake.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
He helps a lot of more. He does help a lot more artists than J. Cole does. So, in that sense, I'm gonna say Drake for contribution. I mean,
say with your chest. Why can't I say with your chest?
Say with your chest.
I'm going to say Drake. Okay, when it comes to contribution,
Now I do remember
because they both equally do a lot, but I think Drake kind of has it on that area.
Now I do remember that in previous episodes that when it came to like this round and J. Cole was involved, usually it was his activism that was like the main thing that like you would go for at least.
Well, today I'm focusing on how much they bring and do with hip hop.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Can I change my mind? I don't want to say the same shit every episode. People are gonna get bored.
No, they're bored already.
We've been bored.
Until I say
Too
some
late,
dumb shit
bro.
or I forget things.
Nah, once Big Red start going flat and releasing those clips, we gonna have a nice.
Hey, look,
time.
I don't do anything. I just put up what you people say.
What you said.
You put words in my mouth.
I don't even know how to do that.
Alright, you done? You done, bro?
Oh yeah, but so
Yeah, I'm done now.
So you're going Drake, right? So
Yeah.
that's one for Drake.
One for Drake. I'll go next. Yeah, this was almost 50. It's 50-50 for me, but obviously we gotta pick one. My opinion was going to say like we should allow the fans to pick this one if everybody felt the same way as I felt.
Well, having one person vote isn't going to really help.
Nah, but I'm gonna pick. I would just say Drake for contributions just because of the fact that his platform is not just. His platform is global. You know what I mean? It's not just the United States.
He reaches a lot more
He's
people.
in the UK. He's in the. You know what I mean? He's in London. Shit like that. Like he's global, bro.
J. Cole, okay, Drake reaches people that... Drake is able to reach fans from different genres more than J. Cole can, is what he's trying to say.
No, he doesn't. He was saying geographical points.
Like, yes, he's... J. Cole and Drake are both across the globe, but J. Cole has his specific fan avenue. Drake's fan avenue is much larger.
Right.
You get that?
Okay.
That's what he's trying to say. He just said it differently.
No, well, what the words that came out his mouth were, that people from different areas of the map listen to J. Cole more. I mean, listen to Drake more. You know.
No, that there's more of a possibility that people listen to Drake out there than they listen to J. Cole.
Drake
That
reaches
is what
more
I'm saying.
people without even
That's
trying.
what you're saying.
Yeah, because he has different blends in his style and different sounds
No, more like
from different genres.
Hey, plus like
Drama.
I would say probably
He's high. He's high as hell.
no. Because
Native is high as hell right now.
He's not even
That's
looking
fact.
at you.
That's fact, actually.
He's not even looking at you.
Wait, am I stuttering or slurring?
No, you just being you.
Yeah.
You stretching the words out.
But I would say that Drake being being in multi different genres does help him reach a broader list of people that necessarily J. Cole. I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna let you do you have your giggles. All right, J. Cole, only talks to a certain amount of people with his music, so it's hard. I'll probably say it'd be hard for him to reach like a person who's more into pop and all that stuff, or more into like alternative style music. I don't know what you would call it, but
alternative style music.
Right.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, let me say my fucking words. All right, everyone else said theirs. All right. I call it fucking alternative. Yes, alternative.
J. Cole raps alternative.
Words.
Yeah.
Let me see my fucking words.
Yo, we need to take a still shot of him going like this and put bruh on
Did
it.
I say J. Cole does alternative music? Did I say those words? Well, those my words.
He don't do hip hop. He go alternative hip hop.
You doing alt rap?
Listen, all right. Anyway. All right, but what was it? Personally, I would. What was it? Drake, like I said, he's definitely more business oriented more than J. Cole. I give him that credit. Like I said, for every battle for me, like I said, it's the message, and for me, J. Cole puts out a better message, and it means much more to people than whatever message Drake is trying to put out and whatever he's trying to do. So personally, I'm gonna go with J. Cole, only because his music helps to again reach more than just hip hop.
Are you letting your bias get to you?
I'm not. It's not biased. It's not.
That's the same thing we said about Drake.
We said
that Drake reaches more people than hip hop.
No, you didn't.
What?
That's basically what we said when he reaches fans of all genre.
I said being it helps him reach more fans.
I don't know what's going on.
But you said that about J. Cole.
Well, I mean hip hop means just music in general. His message extends beyond music.
But we said the same thing about Drake.
We said Drake's music extends beyond music.
He said it reaches all people.
All genres, yes.
And it touches all genres.
You understand beyond music means
Is it talking about stuff
beyond
behind
genres,
music?
right?
Beyond genres or beyond
So
beyond
you say-
mediums?
Beyond music mediums in general.
Just music mediums, because he's transcended into like acting and he.
Activism and all that shit.
Are you talking about J. Cole or Drake?
J. Cole.
Oh, well,
I think.
Yep.
you've
What?
all lost me. I mean, I'm
I
going.
respond.
I think I'm going with
All right,
Drake.
so I'll rewrite this. All right, let me just
Wait,
rewrite.
Drake does
Drake.
activism stuff too.
Probably.
Probably, but again, it's unheard of.
His whole Guys Playing movie
All of them.
was donated to people. The money. The Guys Playing music
That's
video?
one video we know of.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
but
they
you
all
don't know
do
about
that.
the stuff he's doing
But
outside.
like I said before,
We all do it.
stuff that is done, in the light is 10 times more, precious than shit done in the dark. Things that people do in the open media, people can praise, feel related to, they can take pride in, versus shit no one knows you did, and no one can feel anything for it, unless they go digging and all that shit. What was it, like before this podcast, I had no idea that Lil Wayne gave out turkeys during Thanksgiving during Hurricane Katrina. To the entire city. Yeah.
What?
Are you saying what because you didn't know, or what because I didn't know because of this podcast?
Like, you really didn't know that? That nigga, after everything happened to Hurricane Katrina, damn near all his shows. That's it.
That's great, but it's, Hurricane Katrina was what, 2001?
5.
5? Alright, I was in 5th grade, so I really didn't give a shit. What was it?
Wow. That's why Wayne's not where he's at.
But what was
Who
saying?
said that?
Me.
Yeah, I was gonna say though. But yeah, so like I say, no. If Drake is doing activism, but it's being done in the dark, it's not something that I could, get behind because I don't know about it. I know what J.Cole's doing. I know he's rebuilt up his old family home to help shelter people. I know he's been out there on the front lines during Black Lives Matter marches and all that stuff. I can get behind that. I know it's being done. I don't know what Drake is doing. I hope he's doing good, but I don't know. That's what I'm saying. The message is being more spoken from J. Cole's side versus from Drake's side. Drake's side is more of just entertainment. So.
But that's only by your choice, I think, because at the same time, like you said, you only gonna reach out for something that you want, right? And you don't want music. You want J. Cole's music, so.
No, I mean, yes, I did say that. I guess. But, well, as I said, though, what I'm saying isn't something that I'm saying based off of just personal bias. What I'm saying has been said by a various bunch of different people. Like I said, through various other different, social platforms. So people have been expressing that, they only like Drake for entertainment value, or they don't like Drake because they consider him to be only an entertainment musician. He doesn't have an actual message that you can get behind.
That's not true.
Started from the bottom. Okay.
What bottom?
Okay. His bottom is different from our bottom, okay. But so he was talking about his bottom. But why you say Paul?
Wait. My thing is why didn't Drake have the bottom, bro?
And plus,
why Drake didn't have.
Why is his bottom be different from our bottom?
Everybody's bottom. Your definition of bottom is like the slums, which is understandable. Because when we think of the bottom, we think like...
I think of bottom as in poverty. It doesn't matter where you live.
That's what I meant when I said the slums.
You don't have to live... You can be in the suburbs if you want. You're just faking it.
LeBron James bottom.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, but... People talk about the bottom as more than just the suburbs, like the area you're in. It's considered a part of that, being on the bottom.
That's true.
Yeah. But Drake's bottom is different because he got success.
Drake had a pool. To have a pool with water inside of it costs money. You have to pay for that water in that pool.
His mental.
Yeah, but
at the same time, in the music industry, everybody has. If you want to be in the music industry, we all have to get through that same. We all got to go down that same road eventually.
That's not true. You know how many celebrities' kids are just going to... I guarantee Diggy didn't have to do not one hard-ass audition before he dropped his fucking album.
No.
Did it, though.
Okay, that's different. But
why is it different? He just said everybody.
I said that's different because his dad was the actual producer and everything like that. So of course that can happen. Drake was an actor doing little rapping, but he had to prove himself.
So what you're saying was Drake was in the entertainment industry already?
Yeah, but he wasn't in the
some
rapping.
People?
He had to prove himself in the rapping scene.
Definitely had to prove himself because he dropped about 3 mixtapes before somebody actually paid interest into and it wasn't even them paying interest into
mixtapes. Niggas usually have to be out for years before they even get some recognition.
It wasn't somebody even paying interest into Drake. It was Drake reaching out to. It was Trey Songz, to be exact, reaching out to Trey Songz, and it happened that Drake's manager at the time was friends with Trey Songz' manager, and they ended up linking up and getting into the studio.
Just so happened. This nigga said just so happened.
Just so happened. A lot of people. Your manager knows my manager.
Yeah, but bro, before that even happened, it took him probably about 2 or 3 mixtapes before that even happened.
How long did it take him to put out those 3 mixtapes? How many years? Was it all within the same year, or was it?
Yeah, word? That's how you feel?
I don't know whose background that was, but
I know.
Yeah.
But
what was it? But but the 3 mixtapes though, did he drop them all within the same year, or did he drop them like years apart or whatever?
You're not getting it.
No, I'm getting it.
No.
I'm just trying to.
His bottom is different. Okay, that's what we're trying. You're trying to say, you don't consider him from the bottom because he's already in the entertainment industry. But how many people in other areas of entertainment try to go to like rap and stuff, and they suck and they don't blow up because they suck?
Mind you, the entertainment business and like acting is very big in Toronto, Canada.
I don't know whose point he was proving.
All right, yeah.
You guys lost me so long ago.
I
just stared into the void.
All right, so but
I don't know what that had to do with anything.
No, it had a lot to do with it because he came up acting, right? So how we don't know how long it took for him to actually get into the acting industry. So again, we don't know where he came from. We know that he came from being an actor, now rapping, but we don't know who Drake actually was before he was an actor. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we don't know what his bottom really was. We just know his bottom was coming from the acting industry.
okay, all right, yeah. I'm just
I
going.
want someone to cut this a super clip of like us saying bottom.
Yo, you lost me, bro. What?
How does that lose you? Bro? Like, how does that lose you?
Look, I feel like this is like a trivial conversation to be talking about like each other's like
Bottoms.
lowest points in their lives because
I'm not talking about.
it's about the contribution to hip hop.
I'm not talking about lowest points at all. You know, I'm just talking about like how it's different for how Drake got into the industry versus J. Cole. You know, J. Cole didn't have this sort of business connections that Drake already had established, making it less harder for him to get into certain doors that Drake could just be offered or invited into. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, they're probably giving him too much credit, saying that he had no trouble.
Yeah, that's
shit on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's talking about 3 mixtapes that he had to go through. Like there are multiple people who dropped like mad different projects for years before even getting a fucking agent. You know, like if you're telling me he only dropped 3 mixtapes before people took him seriously, that's a very short amount of time. So that means that's very fucking good. You know, he had it better than most
I'm
people.
just saying, from what I last seen, it could have been more than 3 mixtapes, bro. He put out multiple mixtapes before his first album, bro.
Like I said,
come on, his first album came out and when? But like, can anybody give me that real answer?
I don't know. You was the one jumping up and down.
2011.
Exactly. So that's what 8.
Yeah.
Multiple fucking years after the time that he even started rapping, bro. So how many mixtapes did he put out before he even got established and found from 2008 till he put out his first official album in 2011?
Well, Taylor, when you
speaking of mixtape, yo, go listen. Booker Versus May the 21st. All streaming platforms, Spotify.
He just fucked himself. Yeah.
Booker Versus, you heard?
Nigga really just fucked himself. In the middle of the show.
He said advertising time. Good. Get my tag. You know what I mean?
One of the best EPs this year, man.
Alright. So what was it? Alright, just let's go over the score real quick. Alright, you said you got Drake, right? Border native.
Yeah.
Alright. I think Sheen said he got Drake. Young G said Drake.
I got Drake.
No, I didn't even vote.
Well, you're going with Drake.
I didn't even vote, but I
haven't said a word.
Well, you're going with Drake, alright? Yeah,
Let the man talk.
Alright, he's going with Drake. Alright, so
I haven't even said a word.
you just said 3 of them just now.
Come on,
said
man.
a word.
Don't discriminate him. Let him talk.
Shut the hell up. Who you got though?
It's a time for me, man. Listen. I'm gonna say this short. No lie. Like I keep saying, I'm a little biased with this round. With this matchup. So, since keeping it being with you, they both equally in my eyes do a lot for hip hop. So, I'm gonna have to go with this one. I'll probably go with. I'm gonna go with Drake with this one because he just gave $100,000 to Smack for a tournament, so I'm gonna just go with Drake on this one.
That's not that easy. Like that's $1 giving it to me or y'all.
That's the only reason I'm gonna go with Drake right now. Cause like I said,
how many other artists is doing
OVO,
it?
You got OVO, you got Dreamers. So that's kind of like them two at neck and neck when it comes to contribution for hip hop.
Because he gave 6.
Just because I recently just found out that he gave 100 bands with the battle rap, I'm gonna go with Drake.
Look,
Diddy did that.
Diddy gave 10,000.
I was gonna say one of those.
That's a big difference.
100
Alright, yeah, that's kind of
that's a big difference, buddy.
It don't fucking matter. It's money.
What do you mean? So if I go to Smack right now and be like, bro, I got $1 for you. Yeah, that's all that matters. He gonna smack the shit out of me.
$100,000 to battle?
6-1-1.
Yeah, all right. What was it? I'm gonna let y'all have that, but what was it? The score is 4-1 for this round. Drake is taking it 4-1, so the score is 1-1 right now, tied up. So we will be moving on to round 3, talking about longevity, and we will be right back after these messages.
What messages?
Yeah.
And we are back with round 3.
Ding ding.
What was it? So round 3, we are talking about longevity. And before we get started, how are y'all defining longevity? I just want to get this out there before we get into a long circle around conversation.
By music. Continue to make music.
Okay.
That's it.
And how long they're gonna last?
Even though that,
Like, who's gonna go further?
Even though it's been proven that in recent battles we said music and beyond music because that's how other people have won throughout this entire battle.
Their careers, how far their careers are gonna go longer? Like, who's gonna have a longer span of a
And
career?
their career goes beyond music. But I just want to, you know, just.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not letting Drake make it to the finals. So we can do this easy way, we can do this the hard way.
Because I'm trying to
do this the easy
I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's Meek versus Drake in the finals, I'm not showing up.
Yeah. We're not doing that again.
I'm not.
We're not doing that again. Well, we did it in existence.
Yeah, so yeah, we've talked about it.
Oh,
Y'all just mad Meek Mill, Eminem.
I
don't know.
I'm not.
Series of them.
Oh wait,
It shouldn't have happened.
No, wait. Listen.
It shouldn't have happened.
I'm not mad because every single person who commented it, whether it be Master whatever 55 or any other random dude, all said the exact same shit.
How?
Bro, of course. Eminem is the more famous.
I read all them comments.
Rapper, of course.
Just
She read all
dude and everybody, 2-3 other people.
And
you're gonna say
This
that.
girl wrote
And
that
your
for
girl.
us. Oh yeah, it's your old Asian.
My girl commented. She didn't even comment on the YouTube page, nigga. She commented on Facebook.
Oh yeah, nigga. You heard.
Get your facts straight, bro.
Yeah, nigga, facts.
He said,
Hold on.
he said, don't talk about my girl.
I can't believe
and I said it during the
really
recording.
breaking this
After,
shit
matter of
down.
fact, I said it after we got done recording.
So
we picked the winner, and I said she was already going to be mad. So that ain't who's but her. Not
Yeah, he shouldn't have won.
2 weeks ago, him should have won longevity. Sheen's argument kills itself. Asia Golden.
She's argument kills itself.
There you go.
She's
Yeah, but at the
argument
same
kills
time,
itself.
look,
I love her.
she listens to Eminem. She's an Eminem fan.
Well, so is the rest of the world. So.
Now, she also told me she said my family,
Bro, like,
the
you're going
younger
off
kid,
one
the young
person.
ones in her family.
Actually,
that's what
technically,
they
I'm going
don't know
off.
who
Technically, I'm going
cares.
off at 8, including me and Chaz. So that's 8-3.
In what?
That voice that said
And
Eminem should
we
have
can
won.
go.
Yeah, I'm sure the one I agree.
You want to go back to that? If you want to go back to that battle, I honestly don't. I think a lot more people would have picked Lil Wayne over Eminem.
Pause.
Well,
Based off
so,
of just the
round
two
3 is about longevity.
contributions to hip hop, and
Round 3 is about longevity.
Some shit to edit. I'm gonna get drunk when I do it.
Alright, so who's going first? Who's talking about it?
I'm telling you right now, I'm not letting Drake get to the finals. So,
So you going J.Cole?
I'm just going with J.
You
Cole
going
because
J.
this
Cole.
needs to happen.
What's your reason?
Well, she
I
just
said
scared.
what I
She
said.
said
I
it.
can't pick J. Cole because when's the last time you listened to something that he dropped?
See, that's what it always goes to.
That's easy.
That's what it always goes
I just listened to the whole KOD yesterday.
That's what it always goes to.
Because I wanted to.
But when is that? When did that album come out?
2015.
Who the fuck cares?
Exactly. It's 2021. Y'all, come on.
2017.
When's the last time you heard, what was it, Ready to Die?
Maybe. Well,
Is it on anybody's playlist?
That's on my playlist.
it is on my playlist.
Who's ready to die?
Nope. Nope. We're not doing that.
What's
So
going on?
we're not.
Yeah,
Why
but
can't
at the
we
same
agree
time,
on anything?
If Biggie didn't pass the way he did, he would still be making music to this day. So at the end of the day,
Wait. Everybody plays Biggie's music.
No, but he said
Yeah,
he said
that
Biggie
to
did.
this.
No, but
Yeah,
you no.
because at the end of the day, Biggie, Tupac, and them type of artists like them, they paved the way for these artists like Eminem, Drake, and so on.
No, but your argument is when's the last time that J. Cole dropped an album? My response
Yes,
is, who fucking cares?
consistency.
Because people are still listening to it
That's
as if it came out yesterday.
Longevity has to do with me. If Biggie was still alive, he would be putting out music still to this day.
But his one album that dropped after he died is still getting played today as if he's still alive.
Why, bro? Because of the time frame, bro. Rap, people were still new to rap. He was paving the way to these streets, bro. If it wasn't for artists like Biggie and Tupac, there would not be no hip hop.
What the fuck does that have to do with what I just said?
There would be no hip hop at all.
It has a lot to do with it, bro.
Go to bed.
It has a lot to do with it.
I asked one question.
It's like everyone gets shrooms but me.
I asked one question. Alright, and that question was that if people are still listening to it as if it came out yesterday, regardless of what year it dropped.
Alright, to be honest, I got more Tupac music than I got on Biggie.
She answers like a politician. He answers like a Republican. He answers like a whole ass.
Stop. Go to bed.
At the same time, with these artists coming up after them, I listen to them way more than I go back and listen. I'm going to go listen to Tupac and Biggie. So is that really is that really continuing their longevity in my page? No. That's not continuing because I'm listening to other artists that are coming out after them and the generations that after them. And now I'm not even looking back to them and be like, oh, okay, yes, there's been plenty of times. Let's be honest. How many people listen to DMX right now before he passed?
A bunch.
Every day. Every day. You at least listen to one song to him every day.
One of his songs comes in rotation.
Every day.
And when I watch Cradle to the Grave, he comes on.
What was it?
You watch that shit every day.
Cradle to the Grave?
Who We Be? Where the hood at? You kidding me? That shit come on the playlist. I ain't skipping.
Yeah, facts.
And you listen to that song every day.
Yes!
You're crazy.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy?
He's a fan.
So, no, what I'm saying, that's his, he listens to older genres than he does.
Wait. So I'm sorry. So what you're saying is if someone likes an artist and they listen to them every day, that's insane.
No, I didn't say insane.
No. You said that's crazy. You said it's crazy, which is the same damn thing.
No, what I'm saying, alright, put it like this, bro. My girl likes more artists that came out in the early 90s and 2000s than she did right now in today's generation.
Okay.
That's you.
What does that have to do with anything, though?
Alright, so when we go with longevity, you would pick somebody from the early 90s and 2000s. We can pick anybody, and you would still go with their longevity before you pick somebody in this generation's longevity.
That's not true at all. That's definitely not true. What was it? What was it? Ice Baby came out in the fucking 90s. You know, doesn't mean that he's gonna have better longevity than say fucking Blueface. You know.
Ice Baby still gets used.
I still play that.
Yeah, but at the same time, longevity, people are still playing his music.
But
at the end of the time, I'll tell you right now, Ice Baby is going to, I would think his longevity will still continue because I don't see a lot of people listening to Blueface music later on in life. Just because off of that one hit, and this man Blueface is putting
I give Ice Baby 10 more years because at this point it's just mentioned only in for like
commercials,
big jokes and commercials. Yeah, you know, like.
But that's longevity. He's still being played. His music's still being played.
Yeah, I mean he's not getting paid for it.
Every time somebody goes and plays an old song, that artist is still getting paid for it.
Okay, so with you saying that, how does
I think Spotify?
No, wait. Before all that though, so with you saying so, with people meaning how old the song comes on,
to me
still we're playing.
Continue to put out music. I don't care how great the song may be or what it is at the end of the day. So my vote for this round will be Drake.
That vote is crazy, but we're gonna let you have it regardless.
I hate what you said, but I defend to the death.
Why? Because in the recent past couple months, I'm pretty sure Drake dropped something, and we still have yet to hear from J.Cole.
Just because, so let me ask the question. So because J. Cole hasn't dropped anything in the last couple of recent months or whatever, does that stop?
No, he did. He just dropped a couple songs.
So does that still stop you from listening to J. Cole?
Nah.
No, J. Cole, but J. Cole's an artist that also is like Kendrick that can come out anytime and people will pick up and listen to him. But at the same time, Drake is more so one of them artists. What makes the difference between the two is because of the fact that Drake reaches different platforms than J. Cole does. That's the only difference between the two. If we can sit here, I don't have to vote on none of these three. We can leave it up to our fans.
You gonna
None of our
run hard
opinions
to
can
defend
matter.
bullshit.
You want to leave it like that? We can leave it to our fans and see what they say.
This is like listening to your dad, and he's telling you, and you're like just going off, and you're just thinking to yourself like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
No, it's like,
I'm in trouble, but I don't
Because at the end
understand
of the
what
day,
you're
my
saying.
opinion is my opinion. So if everybody feels the way 50-50, it sounds like everybody's feeling 50-50 with these two artists. So why don't we just leave it up to the fans?
I'm not.
I'm clearly not 50-50. Yeah,
I'm making a strategic move here.
All right, what do you
Now,
do?
if you can't give round 2 and 3 to Drake, then I don't know. I don't know what we doing this podcast for.
I think he needs a hug.
He needs something.
She said, I don't know what we do with this podcast.
Yeah, but, all right. So, all right.
It's just facts, bro. It's the proof in the pudding, bro.
I'm saying this, but I can't.
Well, okay, so
Speaking of that, I'm trying to figure out a recipe for some vegan pudding. I've been trying to think, for sure.
All right. Well, real quick.
But never mind. Go ahead.
I'll say real quick, Ashley. So since you're on screen, so who are you going with?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm biased. Like I said, he's one of my favorite artists. So, what was it? Round 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with I'm biased, so my opinion don't really matter on these specific names. But I'm gonna go with J. Cole because I recently listened to one of his artists. So I'm gonna just go with that.
Man.
Yeah. No, wait. I'm waiting for Sheep to say you're crazy because again, this is round 3.
I told him I've been biased this whole time. So if somebody listens to this right now,
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the difference between you and Rel, the difference between you and Dion is that bro's been listening to Drake since he started. He just started listening to Drake in 2013, bro.
He said
That was less than 10 years.
Talk about it.
Less than 10 years ago. That's a big difference.
Oh God, no, less than 10.
So
I mean,
when you say you
listen to him long
listen to
enough.
mixtapes and stuff like that, I don't understand how you didn't buy Drake's mixtape, bro. And everybody else, because I'm pretty sure there's no way you go to school and not hear somebody singing at least one of Drake's songs.
I'm gonna tell you
You're
why.
like, all right, let me go listen to why is everybody singing this man's song. Let me go listen and check him out.
I'm gonna tell you why Big World, because Big World is you're a Lil Wayne fan, but he ain't that much of a Lil Wayne fan.
I'm not.
Because if you're a Lil Wayne fan,
you going back to mixtapes.
Right, but then you want to know about Drake. So I think back in the day, that's why Big World wasn't really. He was a casual fan of Drake because he's not really he know about the mixtapes, but he ain't a go hard. You know what I mean? Lil Wayne fan. So that's why he real casual, and I just started listening to Drake. So
J.Cole.
the reason right there.
Yeah, what was it? I mean, he's partially right, but what was it? Like, growing up, I would say this, look, going to high school, more people listen to Lil Wayne than Drake, at least, from the ears that I was, coming from, but,
that's because Drake was an artist that he brought on, but
he was just starting out.
Lil Wayne was still going hard. A lot of people would listen to Drake more when he was on a track with Lil Wayne.
So I mean, if I heard Drake, it was coming from some big chick's headphones.
So nobody ever heard of Drake being considered Lil Wayne's protege?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reason why we listen. That's the reason why we love Drake. Yeah.
But
I give the man his credit.
I'm not saying give the man his credit.
But he was put music out before that, though. You get one.
I mean, he reached out. I mean, before he even got signed to Young Money, before Wayne even reached out to him with the Young Money deal and all that, he's been doing collaborations with
nah,
people like John Legend, like so like it wasn't like come on bro like
yeah, nah. I definitely know the Drake story. It's just that when you get along with Lil Wayne, especially around that time, it's like no reason why you know what I mean? It's like,
well, there's no reason.
Especially around that time, so.
The only artist I can say that really messed it up was, I would say Nicki, and then.
Wait, what?
I think she got more scared of how Cardi B came off.
I got, like I said, I'm biased, so my vote, I guess you say kind of little body, like you said, these two so I don't really put them together, but like I said, I recently just listened to a J.Cole artist, my thing is just, what's the name, so I'm gonna just go with J.Cole just because of that reason, so.
I'm gonna go right now, and I'm gonna go with J. Cole simply because voting for him means that he wins, so I don't care about anything else.
Yeah. That'd be hilarious if everyone went to Drake and then I still go. Congratulations, J. Cole.
Alright, so so what was it? So that's 1, 2, 3 for J. Cole, 1 for Drake, and Border Eye, it's up to you.
Rob got the stare.
What do you mean?
That you just like, you're not here. So make a decision while you're here.
Because you hear this shit, I'm just...
No, listen, it's freedom of speech. We have
No. It is freedom of speech.
Bro.
It's just like...
Yo, kill this.
It's like listening to my dad. When he thinks he knows...
Well, I mean, he is someone's dad, so, I mean...
He talks like an old dad, though. It's just... I'm just saying,
hey, Steve, I think he coming at you, man.
I mean, I can't tell because we all grown men here. And you got
He said what?
Like, I mean...
Hey, listen, nah, forget no subliminals. Yo, bro, he coming at you. Sheen. And Border Eye, once you say his name, man, say the name.
Right, like stop being behind closed doors, like yo.
Say the name. I'm here for it.
Cause I honestly, to be honest, I can't wait until this episode drop. I can't wait. I really can't wait until this episode drop.
What's up?
Cause you think people will feel some type of way about the comments now. Matter of fact, wait until my girl wake up and I tell her who the winner is of this episode.
What is that?
Put it like that.
Since
we want to put my girl's opinion in it, I'm gonna wait until she wake up.
Opinion matters.
Bro, he just ether you, bro. What you gonna do?
Hey, matter of fact, we can ask her right now. She up now. We can ask her right now.
We won't get her on camera.
Babe.
If they gave longevity to J.
Cole, come on. Nah, come here. Come on, babe. Come here. And she listens to both of them. Hold on. Matter of fact, don't get hyped now because I want you to still vote. You still gotta vote.
Ooh.
It's too hyped now.
Put him in the hot seat.
And out of everybody's opinions, I mean, to be honest,
but my opinions don't matter.
Like your opinion.
Ooh, he bowed out. Okay.
I mean, I do research. But go ahead.
That's adorable.
Go ahead. I mean, two.
I feel like you just told me all of it.
2 out of the 5 are just picking because they're not gonna like the outcome of this show.
What are you saying?
I think this one's working at me.
Yo, bro, this what he said, bro.
He said pew pew.
Bro, he said,
what? It's not a recording. Why did I sound like that? It's not a recording. I mean, it's recording, but it's not.
yo, bro, he's high. He's high, bro. He's high.
All right, listen.
Crazy as hell. My camera about to die, so let's do it.
All right, baby, come back here and
For me, it's
yeah, bro. I got work at 9 o'clock today.
I can't wait until this episode
That's
drops.
just crazy.
I can't wait until this episode drops.
There's no way how J. Cole got better longevity than
crazy.
Yo,
listen, don't even put out no music.
Hey,
and he only got his fan base. Drake got global fan base. He's not music since 2004. He's got mixtapes and writing from before Degrassi. How this nigga not got better longevity? 52 weeks on the top Billboard.
Hey, border eye, bro. What you got to say about that, bro?
I didn't even think I'm repeating yet.
It don't even matter because at the end of the day, we already know, like J. Cole is the winner. But that's what I'm saying. I can't wait for the fans that we got to tell y'all how they feel.
Can I just say, I have yet to say anything.
She going. I love it too. Come on.
I can only imagine their argument.
And then dropped something later in 2018. He didn't even take a full year off. What? They got mixtapes out
And this is just a little bit of research we did. The hour that we did to this podcast.
Who's got better consistency and global what?
And she likes both of these artists.
He's a 5-time platinum artist. What? Got rap reggae music. What? Who's got that? This nigga came out when I was in middle school.
But can I say something?
I'm coming up on your anniversary. What?
Native wants to talk. Native wants to talk.
Oh, duh. Are you not recording anymore?
No, she changed the battery, but you know, what was it? Go ahead, go. Keep going.
I was just trying to say I didn't even give my opinion yet.
I know. She's going in.
I know, and I was trying to talk, but
I mean, she said basically everything that I already said before we even got to round 2 and 3. That's why I was saying everything I was saying.
Oh no. Wait. What she said was articulate. What you said was some other shit.
She said everything that I said, bro.
No.
What do you think, bro? We sat here and did the research together. How do you think?
That's cute.
Like, where do you think she got the research from?
I don't know.
She's not doing it. I'm doing it, and she's sitting here watching it with me.
Well, then she needs to sit next to you and work this shit better because the other shit that came out.
Better. All right.
Wait, you talking about her?
Coming from a guy that started listening to Drake in 2013.
Oh, basically what he's trying to say is when she said it, we could understand it, but when you said it, we got lost.
Y'all got lost because y'all high, but you don't understand me. But I'm high too, but I still know what I'm talking about. What? And I'm not even recording all y'all.
Apparently, I don't know what I be talking about.
A black Canadian American rapper with
A black?
I'm just saying, like,
Yo, I love
the
Asian.
proof is in the pudding, man. Y'all can have your opinions, that's fine. But at the end of the day, when I say the fans, at the end of the day,
y'all both talking
the fans
now.
is gonna approve this episode.
I bet they be
Approve this episode. And he's still an independent artist.
Every record label was trying to reach out to get him, and he went and put out a song with Trey Songz.
Ma'am.
What are you trying to do?
All right, so where is it? So,
It don't matter, they call
Wait. All right, she. Okay, all right. Tell her we get it. Tell Asia we get it. We love her, but we get it. All right. Look at talk.
Like, and that's one of our fans.
Let me talk.
She just said that she got to unfollow our ass.
I said let me talk.
oh yeah, wait. Wait. So someone's going off the camera quick. Yo, give us a second. Someone's going off the camera real quick. All right, go ahead, talk.
Thank you all for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Rap Beat Podcast. J.Cole is the winner and will be going on to face Meek Mill.
I didn't vote yet.
Finals.
I
couldn't give a fuck. I have had to pee for the longest time.
All right. So what is it?
So
who are you going with real quick?
God, Dave. I'm not gonna go.
Just go. Keep going. Go.
I'm not gonna go into death with Drake, because they did for like the past 50 minutes. But I do agree that Jake will have better chances with longevity than J. Cole, only because Drake does do multiple genres. He's consistent. He's more consistent, and he has more material. On top of that, he does more features with artists from other genres. And who knows what he can do after he's done with music. He can go start acting in big films.
That's a cute.
He's already in a lot of commercials and things like that. J. Cole, however, is going to the NBA, but we don't know if he's definitely there yet.
Real shit.
He came out with some shoes, which is dope.
Real?
He got his artist that he brought out, you know, but he's going to be more like in the back ends.
That's true.
Than Jay-Z is. So he's going to be relevant still. Well, he's not probably not going to be as high as Jay-Z, but he's still relevant. I'm not writing this. He's going to be relevant still, but Drake is going to be on a different level of relevance. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because of the things he's done musically.
I want to break that down for you because
so I go Drake.
Rockefeller Nation is one of them labels that are probably going to be that probably want to try to sign Drake because he's an independent artist.
Okay, but at the same time,
I didn't say anything about
J.
that.
Cole is the winner of round 3, which means that he wins the entire fucking battle.
Look at that.
Wait, but what did you pick?
Okay.
I picked J. Cole.
What did Dion pick?
Nobody's going to be butthurt about it.
J. Cole. So that means he's the winner of the battle, which means that Common Sense has won the day again.
Wait. What I said made sense.
Okay, anyway. So, Common Sense won the day again. Yeah, you did a good job.
You did great.
What was it?
Don't be sarcastic.
I don't know yet.
Real Common Sense when the other person when Chaz just said, I'm just going to vote this person because I don't want him to go here because I don't want this type of final. But, you know, Common Sense wins the day. Right?
Common Sense wins the day. All right, so Common Sense wins the day. So, listen, all right. The finals will be coming up soon. Okay?
Look, white people who own basketball teams do it all the time. fix the games and shit. So,
all right.
So look.
So, the finals will be Meek Mills versus J. Cole. Alright? There will be no ifs, ands, or buts. This was happening. Alright?
Unfortunately, Meek Mill won the last round, and we didn't want that to happen.
Shut the fuck up. Alright?
Why didn't you tell me?
Because you know why. Alright?
You said it like I did something bad in bed.
So, the final episode will be coming out in 2 weeks as we prepare for the most epic battle of proportions in this generation.
Probably fight.
Yes, more likely.
Why do you have this supposed to be in mouth? You trying to swallow it?
No, I want to make sure people hear me. That way when I say, cut this shit off, that's clear as well. Alright? What was it? So, if you like this show, and I really hope that you do, because I don't see any reason why you would watch this shit, but, please follow one of the social media links that have been flowing on your screen as this show's been going on. I'd like to thank my guests for showing up here today, even though I wish sometimes they wouldn't. What was it? But, we love to have them all here.
Think I want you in my house? No.
Alright, so please join us for our final battle. We will more than likely be having more guests here as to get more opinions, as to not bombard you with some of the bullshit that some of these niggas talk about. But, all opinions matter. Alright.
How did you?
Thank you so much for listening.
Funny as hell. Funny as shit.
Thank you all so much for watching this. We love you all. We can't do it all without you. Peace.